A few months ago, I released a pilot batch of 20 Chameleon 2 Barens, and honestly, I had no idea what to expect. They were all claimed in less than 24 hours. Suddenly, my apartment turned into a mini factory. 3D printing, assembling, packing, and shipping. Welcome to episode 4 of the Chameleon 2 story. I'm designing, building, and launching a tool to help other printmakers. Now it's finally the launch phase of this project, so make sure to stay to the end of this video for details on how to get your own. Over the past few months, I've been collecting as much information as possible from all of the testers using the Baren. This includes survey responses, direct conversation, and my personal favorite, photos and videos. To start, let's just take a look at some of their footage.
Esto es un Baren camaleón que tiene estas tres partes.
Used during the traditional woodblock printing process has always been made from paper, braided rope, and bamboo sheets.
The more feedback I'll give is that when you're rubbing, sometimes contact first. So that makes a lot of sense. I think that's a good thing.
Over the same time period, I even received some gift prints that were unrelated to this project. Special thanks to Karen, Will, and Anna for sending these. I even received some beautiful handmade Barens and carving tools from Jacek Machowski. I can't wait to try them all out once I have the chance. But of course, it was so rewarding hearing from all of the different printmakers that got to use the Chameleon 2. The next challenge for me was to distill all of this information I received from these printmakers into tangible improvements and modifications. In the end, I settled on 3 major modifications to improve the Chameleon 2 even further. The first was changing the main structural plate from steel to aluminum. I actually heard a lot of conflicting feedback about the weight of the Baren, but in general, most people felt like it was a little bit too heavy.
This is heavy.
This is understandable because it far outweighs a traditional Baren. So to attack this feedback, I ordered a bunch of plates made out of different materials. Various plastics, aluminum, and even a carbon fiber one. In the end, I chose aluminum, which maintains the same premium look and feel of the product while nearly halving the weight. Personally, I could use steel or aluminum no problem, but I do like that the aluminum matches the weight of a traditional Baren just that much more. The second main change was a slight adjustment to the texture pad geometries. The original Baren pads had a slight edge around the perimeter. Although I didn't hear any specific comments about this happening, there were some concerns about this edge colliding with carved areas on the printing surface. So to address this, I implemented a change recommended to me by my friend and printmaker Javi Lopez. This involved curling the edge of the texture pad upwards and tapering out the texture on the outer perimeter to make it nice and smooth. This should ensure that the pads glide smoothly over any carved areas and also reduce the amount of catching with the backing sheet. For the third and final change, I made some slight adjustments to the strength levels for each texture pad. This was done to ensure that the Chameleon 2 provides a useful range of printing strength for every user. The technical changes to achieve this involve some minor adjustments to the texture and the curvature of each pad. The fine green pad in particular now looks different due to some testing I did with different texture geometries. As a whole, the product did not change significantly because I did hear a lot of positive feedback. I was especially happy to hear that the snap-on texture pads worked really well for everyone. This was a detail that I spent forever refining to get it just right. Also, most people really liked the grip and feel of the Chameleon 2, another detail which has been continuously refined since the original Chameleon Baren. Now for the part that you've been waiting for. The last couple weeks, I've started building more units. It's not like it's a factory operation or something. I've been building them up by hand in my apartment. But now, I've got some quantity made up and they're ready for you. The Chameleon 2 is now available for anyone who wants to try it out. And for those of you who already have pilot Barens, I'm also selling the texture pads separately in case you want the latest and greatest. I feel so rewarded to be at this point because I really believe in this tool. I think it offers an effective range of printmaking performance at a lower cost than any other options. Plus, there's no maintenance required. You don't have to replace bamboo sheaths or keep them lightly oiled. You can just spend all of your time making prints. I originally started all of this to improve my own printmaking, but now it's grown into something much better. Seeing other printmakers use this tool now makes everything worth it for me. And this is not the end. I'll keep communicating with you guys, experimenting, learning more about the tool, and of course making more prints myself. I've also got more to show for this tool, and also exciting plans that I'll share with you in future updates. If you're ready to try out the Chameleon 2, make sure to check the links below. Also check out the webpage where I'm sharing works that were made by other printmakers with the tool. Thanks as always for following along with this journey. It's been so fun building this together with the community. Have a good one!